If you think about it, and Lori, thank you for doing this because you've shown multiple ways that you're using it, and just the time efficiency associated with it. What I want you to really call out, right, is because a lot of this content is rendered directly from PeerSpot for you, and with the introduction of PeerSpot.ai, which you can all go to it right now. In order to use the content publicly, you have to have a license with us. But you can go ahead and check it out and ask all the questions it has. Widgets, it has stat cards, it has infographics, the peer story she was talking about, just a wealth. And as we're able to, add more assets, you can just go right there and create them real time. But one thing is about getting reviews faster without approval cycles. And Lori touched upon that. Because we're a third party versus just the actual vendor, we're able to get reviews. I remember when I was in cybersecurity, it was really hard to get reviews. But when I had PeerSpot do it, yes, I used to be a customer of PeerSpot, they were able to do it because it wasn't a testimonial, it was a review, it was practitioner feedback. You also generate more leads and engagements. I think Lori did a great job of showing how they've increased engagement by putting this practitioner information out in front because that's what their buyers are looking for, right? So there's more engagement there because they're like, oh, this is interesting to me. I get to hear what other practitioners are saying, and that drives up the engagement. And which we showed you on PeerSpot.ai, just you can just create a customer validation at high volume. It's easier to do it, right? It's not as hard as it used to be. You don't have to go to layout to have like a stat card or infographic. It's all done within PeerSpot.ai. And when you have the license, you can use as much as you want within the product category that you have a license with PeerSpot. So it's an all-you-can-eat type model. We can also provide success in specific verticals. We know how hard it is, like when you're a horizontal type offering, but people want to have use cases specifically within healthcare or finance. So you can actually sort by that and pull that out as well and generate studies and information basically on that particular vertical. So it helps get you a level of verticalized content when you're actually a horizontal offering. And then support activities for sales cycles with verified assets. How many times you had a salesperson come in and say, oh, I need this right away. Help, help, help. I need quotes from this type of customer, or I need this, or whatever the case may be. And it feels like you have to drop everything because, sales has this big deal pending. You can use PeerSpot.ai to actually extract that right away for you, right? I like to use it because sometimes I'll come up with a competitor that I really haven't heard of. And, maybe there's a review on that competitor and I'll have put together a quick battle card or something like that. That also helps me with sales. So sales is always going to ask us this for this content and just in time. And we'll be able to do that with PeerSpot.ai with the verified assets. So what we hope we're showing you today is I think we all agree that we prefer to let our customers tell our story, right? Just as like I had Lori come here today and share with you what PeerSpot actually does. What we're trying to do at PeerSpot is making that super easy for you to do at each stage of the buying process, right? And be able to create the assets you need, provide the engagement you need, and the validation, which she showed you in the very beginning. So keep in mind with PeerSpot Awards, you really can't game them. What we do is it's a mathematical process. You have to have a minimal number of reviews, right, in order for us to actually do something. So we look for a minimum of 5 reviews, or for more established marketplaces, we look to have a minimum of 10 reviews. And we just base these awards 100% on customer sentiment. So if one of your customers wants to know, hey, did you just gain this or did you just buy this award? No, you can't buy it. Do you have to be a customer to receive the award? No, you don't. What we do require is to have those validated reviews in PeerSpot in order to generate the content to determine who receives these awards. So they're highly legitimate rewards. They're very selective, so we're not into the volume, but it gives the credibility, as Lori pointed out to you at the beginning of the presentation.